They do not need to pull you over anymore. They don't need to see you do anything wrong. They just need your license plate. And in some places, they don't even need that. About a month ago, I made a video on flock safety cameras. I talked about how they work, where to find them, and why every rider should know what they are. But here's what I didn't tell you. Those flock cameras, they're just one piece of a much bigger system. And just in the short amount of time since I filmed that video, things have grown and progressed exponentially. At the time of filming this video, there's nearly 90,000 ALPR cameras across the United States, and over 3,900 law enforcement agencies are using them. But here's where it gets interesting for us. I saw this quote from a police chief, and he pretty much said, no other vendor can deliver ALPR, fixed cameras, drones, investigative software on one unified platform. So Flock's main goal is not just to read plates anymore. They're now turning their cameras from plate readers to full surveillance systems, and they're expanding into always listening voice detection technology. So it's one platform watching everything. So forget the plate readers. Those new noise detection tools are pretty much built for us, or I guess against us. So let me paint a picture of what's happening. With this new noise detection technology, if you drive by and your exhaust tips over the legal decimal limit, and then a couple days later, you're going to receive a ticket in the mail. No warning, no officer pulling you over, no flashing lights, just a microphone that never blinks, never takes breaks, never misses a shift. It's always there. In New York City, these cameras have already issued over 1,600 violations and collected nearly $2 million in fines. And what are some of these limits they're putting in place? In New York City, the legal limit is 82 decibels. In California's pilot program, which is running in 6 cities right now, it's only 80 decibels. For reference, that's right where most stock exhausts are when you're hard on the throttle. If you put a slip-on exhaust on, it's probably gonna be right over. In a full system, forget about it. You'll be getting a ticket in the mail. Now, this pilot program in California runs through 2027, and since it launched, the company that's running it said they already received inquiries about it from over 30 US cities. So even if you're in an area that's not affected by this now, you could be soon. So we got cameras reading your license plate. Now we have noise detection. So what could be next? Drones, and specifically flock camera drones. Not only do you have to worry about the fixed cameras in your area, you also have to worry about the skies above you. And they're claiming they can read license plates from over 2,000 feet in the air. And you can't see drones that are 2,000 feet in the air, especially when you're riding. So you're not even gonna know they're there. There was a new FAA waiver process that was implemented in 2025, and they've already granted over 400 drones first responder waiver access. This technology and these programs are expanding fast. So let's put this together. Got fixed cameras tracking everywhere your bike goes, acoustic cameras clocking how loud it is, and now drones in the sky keeping track of you of reading your plates when you can't even see them. All in one platform, all automated, and all building a profile on every rider every time you go out. Now, I'm not saying all this to scare you. I'm telling you this because we all need to be aware of the situation we're facing now. So let's hop on the bike, go take a ride, and discuss how I feel about all this stuff and what we can do about it.
So how do I feel about all these changes? I think this goes without saying, but I hate them all. Before we get going, not really relevant to the video, but I did finally get a handbrake setup installed in this bike, and I've been loving it. I might make a full video about how I did it. I got the bracket from Hexalites, and I don't know if I'm the first, but for this generation DRZ, I gotta be one of the first people to do this. And let me tell you, it was not an easy install process, had to do a lot of modifications, but hey, it's done now, working good. Do want to get a steel braided line for it. I think it's the last thing that needs to be done. But now that we got the handbrake set up, next step is put an exhaust in this thing and then get it tuned. And after all of that, this build's gonna be complete and this thing's gonna be a beast. Anyway, we'll get back on topic, but I just wanted to highlight that because I was working hard on this install to get this thing done this week. So I'm not gonna focus too much about how I feel on flock cameras this video. I already talked about that a lot. This is really more about the whole overall network that's being built against us. And this really does affect you even beyond riding. Now, obviously the noise detection stuff only affects you when you're riding or if you're in a car. But really the noise detection thing makes me mad because it doesn't really do anything except annoy people. Don't get me wrong, we all get a little bit annoyed with the Beamer with the pop tune rolling around annoying everybody. But really that's what it is. Again, it's just annoying people. It's not hurting anything. So personally, I'm all for putting whatever exhaust you want in your vehicle. If you want to chop the muffler off your 636, who am I or somebody else to tell you no? So to me, it's really the combination of drones and flock cameras and other ALPR cameras. That trifecta right there paired with our phones always being in our pocket, you can just collect way too much data on somebody's daily life. It's not even about just riding bikes. It's the fact that these private companies are building databases on us without our consent. The flock cameras and other ALPR cameras are pretty annoying, but really the drones make me the most mad. This is a great example. Look, we got 2 police helicopters in there. Those already suck if you ride, especially if you're a fast boy, but at least you can see those. You can already see it now. People are going to come in the comments like, oh, well, you're doing stuff illegal. You're doing triple-digit speed. You shouldn't do that anyway. Yeah, my answer to that is no Sherlock. But I've spoken this in the channel before. I think what makes the world fun is you kind of can bend some laws and see what you can get away with. You know, live in the gray area. I guess it's a bit of a stretch, but in my opinion, all rules are made by another human. So when you think about it, every regulation, rule, policy we have, some people have decided that that's what we needed. So one thing I don't like about society is people just run with whatever legal or okay, and a lot of people aren't thinking for themselves. Who set a speed limit? you know? I mean, I guess they put some data together, they made some rules, but I'm just saying now more than ever, we have so many rules and regulations that again, we're all just decided by a person just like me or you. And I don't know, to me, it's just kind of ridiculous we all have to follow these laws just because, you know, 15, 20 people in a courtroom decided so. And I know for a lot of y'all, it's not going to make sense. You're not going to like that idea. But at the end of the day, we're all just people. And I don't know why, but I just try to question everything and look at things for what they are. And lately, a lot of these rules and policies being implemented across the world, they just feel like an overreach to me, man. So the point being, now that we're going to have drones following us around everywhere, cameras watching our every move, phones in our pocket listening to us, noise detection everywhere, at what point as a society do we say enough is enough?
You can't keep getting away with it! You can't keep getting away with it!
I've said this in past videos, but right now it just feels like the world leaders are pushing us as far as they can go, taking away people's spending power, their freedoms. And then what do you see all these leaders and CEOs doing? None of that. They're evading taxes. They're not following these rules. If they get caught doing something illegal, they can just lawyer up and beat it in court. So pretty much to me, we have 0.1% of people. They know all these rules, regulations, policies, surveillance systems are things that are put in place by another person. And since they have enough status, wealth, power, whatever, again, it's not like the world or the universe is enforcing these things, so they know they're above it. But then the everyday person like me or you, they're trying to force us to accept these changes because they know a lot of people can't fight these things. And that's how the world's set up, man. And hey, newsflash, it's probably not going to change. If you look back at history, it's been like that since the beginning of time. One difference we have now is information can spread fast. So earlier I mentioned, let's talk about what we can do about these changes. And what we can do about it is speak on it like I am right now. A lot of people don't know these drones are going up. I ask people in my everyday life if they know what flock cameras are. Most of them say no. And furthermore, they put a lot of these changes deep in bills they know nobody's going to read. So they're essentially passing these things in the law by sneaking them in there. I think as a society, we got to start standing up for ourselves, man. We can't let politicians and leaders keep getting away with this. Listen, I'm not that old, but I think we can all agree, and I'm sure for people that are older, they can even agree with this more. 10, 15 years ago, my life was all around bet. Now, yes, I was younger, and I guess life is a little bit easier when you're younger, but things were cheaper, the surveillance stuff didn't exist. I guess I can't speak for the whole world, but overall in the United States, things were just better for the average person. And in my opinion, now we're going on this downward trend where things are getting worse for the average person. But guess what? I saw a stat the other day, the average American has less spending power than ever, but corporate profits are an all-time high. So there's plenty of wealth to go around. It's just getting hoarded at the very top. And to kind of loop this back into what we're talking about, same with the surveillance stuff. I promise you, all these CEOs, they're not dealing with it. Again, they have lawyers. They can get around this stuff. They know, and I guess they are technically above what we're going through. So again, speaking on the stuff that's happening, if you can vote on something happening that you're against, go vote. And overall, even though the world is in an interesting place right now, said it in the past, I'll say it again, the average person you meet in the street is super cool. They really want the best for others. They're just trying to enjoy their life. And what the world wants you to do is focus your hate and energy on your community around you. But the real hate and energy should be focused on the people at the top that are making these decisions and trying to divide us. So I promise you, people that vote left, right, middle, I don't think anybody wants drones flying around and flock cameras everywhere. But again, in my opinion, they're trying to divide society with stuff that's relatively unimportant. So all these big changes that are really going to affect our life will just slide right through the courts and nobody will care because they're busy hating each other. So yeah, man, be good to the people around you, respect your community, and overall, again, focus your hate and energy towards the people that are actually making this stuff happen. Apologies for not riding a lot in this video. As I said, the handbrake setup was all good. This is really my first test ride on it. I forgot to align the rear caliper, and it was squeaking so loud you guys would have been able to hear it in the video. So if you stuck around this long, listening to me talk, just staring at a bike, appreciate it. But yeah, we'll get that setup all fixed. That's gonna do it for this one. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and I will catch y'all next video.